We are seriously in a race to the bottom. That's it. That's the intro.
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that ass all in my face. I just wanna bump and grind on you. On you. Want you on my face, so shawty, come and swing my way.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Let's talk about it.
Wait. Now, I love y'all, and I love doing YouTube, but y'all know YouTube be on that bullshit, and right now, it's quite literally the motherfucking ghetto. And listen, if you know me from way back when, then you know it's two things about your girl. Number one, I hate being anybody's best kept secret. And number two, if it don't make dollars, it don't make Sky no motherfucking sense, ho. So with that said, the best way to help me help you and keep the fun going is to join the Patreon, baby. Now I know I've struggled with consistency and whatnot in the past. I get it. But listen, baby, when our creative fund is impacted, then that makes it hard for me to do the content that y'all love, whether that be story times, commentary, hell, even my motherfucking music. Like, it makes it extremely hard to do. So I'm telling y'all now, if you're only experiencing me through this platform, which is YouTube, then baby, you are only getting half of the tea. So head on over to Patreon to get the full Sky Santana experience. And also, because a lot of people been asking me like, oh, Sky, when you bringing your story times back, oh, what happened to the laptop? What happened to those videos like from 2016? That channel that I had that I was doing story times on, that channel from 2016 is no longer. But here's a good thing about Patreon. Now it's 2023. I'm older. I'm 30 years old. Well, a whole different fucking gender now. But listen, how cool and exciting and fun would it be if I went back and I retold some of the old stories that you guys knew and loved from me, but from a grown and sexy 30-year-old mature perspective? Like, how dope would that be? So make sure that y'all go down to the description box, you click on the link to get to my Patreon, and y'all motherfucking subscribe, ho. Definitely make sure that y'all follow me on Twitter, okay? Because I swear I be over there talking to myself. Like, I be live reacting and live tweeting in real time to the fuck shit that y'all be putting on Beyonce's internet. So definitely make sure that you follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with the engagement and what's not. And definitely make sure that you stream my music too, okay? Because I talk shit, but I also write hits, okay? So don't be dumb, bitch, because you ain't dumb, bitch. Back to the video. What's going on, y'all? It's Sky Santana, aka Chi. And listen, we are back to discuss the bullshit that y'all are putting out on Beyonce's internet. And if I didn't say it, it was unsaid, but I'm sure somebody probably going to get offended with this video that we are about to do. I have a lack of energy because I was sitting here doing videos and I was preparing to go, make me some food, make me a little late night dinner. And then I saw a little last minute post on Twitter and I said, I know. Even though I could expect, but I know that this ain't what's going on. I just know damn well this ain't what's going on. What am I referring to? Let's go ahead and get into her. Okay. So social media reacts to Sexyy Red making a high school appearance. Amid the weekend's social media frenzy, Sexyy Red shared a nostalgic video of her visiting a St. Louis high school. As the rapper made her entrance, a wave of excitement swept across the room as students leaped from their seats to greet the star. Elsewhere, a school staff member was heard in the background attempting to quell the chaos. Now, I do want to keep in mind that I did just notice now that we're actually getting into the blog post, because reading is fundamental. I did just get into the blog, and the words said, a nostalgic video. So this is old. Okay? This is old. So that kind of changes things a little bit, but not really, but yeah. It changes slightly, but not by much, okay? So it says the accompanying caption to the clip hinted at Red's eagerness to reconnect with her younger audience, okay? And see, this is why it doesn't change it that much, right? She stated, what school should I go to next? It's been a minute. Mind you, if you look over to the right, You see the song that's been going viral. You see the song that's been going viral all over TikTok. Mind you, I didn't even know that was a song until I listened to the album. Because I have my thoughts about Sexyy Red, which we'll get into in a second. But when I heard the album that she put out, the mixtape she dropped, that song that was going viral on TikTok, Looking for the Hoes, happened to be my favorite track on the album. Which isn't saying much, but it was my favorite. It was my favorite. It was my favorite, right? But however, some Twitter users expressed disapproval of the musician's interaction with high schoolers, citing the explicit content of her lyrics as the cause for concern. Right now, we can just go ahead and jump right into Twitter, and I'm gonna just go ahead, bear with me as I paste this over, because fuck what the rest of the post talking about. But this was the video that was circling. Let's rewind that.
Hey, hold on. Y'all gotta back up. Hey, yo, hey, this is a wrap. I tell you, y'all don't come on this court. Y'all came on the court. Gotta shut it down. Everything shut down. Go sit back down. Everybody. Y'all just messed it up. Everybody go sit back down. I told y'all don't come on this court. I told y'all do not come on this court. Hey, get back. Hey.
I would replay it again, but I'm not. I would replay it again, but I'm not. I would replay it again, but I'm not. Listen, my thoughts. Let me speak on my thoughts about Sexyy Red. So, and this is why y'all need to follow me on Twitter, because I tweet everything that I be thinking, really. So I've already said it on Twitter. I just ain't make a YouTube video about it. But when it comes to Sexyy Red, I don't like how y'all sit and y'all continually try and clown people like Coil Ray or Saweetie or Ice Spice. And y'all can say that reverse colorism isn't a thing, or y'all can only acknowledge colorism when it pertains to, you know, people attacking a certain hue of people. But y'all do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time. And not to make this a colorism topic, but it kind of becomes one in a way. Not really, but in a way. Because y'all sit and y'all will use the excuse of, oh, Ice Spice, why is she so hot? Why is Saweetie so hot? Why is Coil Ray hot? They can't rap. And then y'all will big up. Y'all will big up a Pound Town. Not to mention, somewhere in that conversation, y'all will bring up Flo Milli. And if you want my true opinion on the whole colorism and the music industry and this, that, and the third, at the end of the day, people are stars and people aren't, and some people are meant to be stars and some people aren't. Y'all keep trying to make Flo Milli and Normani and certain girls happen, and it just hasn't happened yet for them. When is it going to? They have all the money and the music and the resources and the access. When is it going to happen? And keep bringing up Flo Milli and dark skinness and all of that. Like, Doechii ain't out here winning. Like, there aren't other girls that are killing it. Okay. But the point is that y'all bring up, like, y'all love to shade the Ice Spice and the Saweetie and talk about their raps and talk about how redundant they are and this, that, and the third. But then y'all go ham for a Sexyy Red. Make it make sense. Make it make fucking sense. Because Pound Town, let's keep it a fucking buck. I love Nicki. I'm a barb. And I also love Cardi, okay? I'm a Cardi gang, okay? I love both of them. And the reason why I said both of them, because I don't want nobody to think what I'm about to say is an attack on Nicki. It's not an attack on Nicki, but come on now. We know Nicki loves an artist who pushes a pen, who makes good songs. Pound Town is not a good song. It went viral because my booty hole pink, coochie hole brown, whatever the fuck. It went viral because of the shocking lyrics. But Pound Town is not a good song. None of it is on beat. None of the mixtape is on beat. None of it. None of it. None of it. But yet y'all going ham for this shit. And don't get me wrong, I grew up in 8th grade, not even 8th grade, 6th grade. I was rocking my hips with Crime Mom. I was lean with it, rocking with it. Okay, suckers come and try me. They're gonna find your body. Okay, with them franchise boys. Like, I was about the shits. I love me some ratchet hip hop, some ratchet rap, but it has to make sense. And Sexyy Red misses the mark for me because it's like everything is there. You got the hood persona, you got the hood music, you got the jamming 808s, the good beats, okay? Even the lyrics are fire. But the rapping is not it. It's not it. And I said it on Twitter. I said, I feel like these audio engineers be scamming these girls because, and this is why I've always recorded music out of my home. We can chat all day about, you know, the mix quality and I mean, it's just about, that's a whole other story. But this is why I've always opted to record myself or record from home, because these engineers will scam you off for money. Either you're too broke and you can't afford the studio time, so you rush in to hurry up and get something done, okay, and getting a little too excited, or the engineers don't really have the ear and they're only doing that job not because they're passionate about it, but because they need income. Because I don't understand how any of these rappers that's out here, okay, or any upcoming rappers, I don't understand how you go to a fucking studio and pay somebody to mix your song, right? Yes, the engineer is solely there to record you, mix you, master, whatever. But I just don't understand how, if you're truly passionate about music, you listening to what this person is spitting in the booth and saying, yeah, okay, this is great. Because it's not. It's trash. It's trash. And again, I don't expect every engineer out there, because if that was the case, everybody that get into the studio will be releasing hits, right? If every engineer was honest with them. So I don't expect it. It's not realistic, but at the same time, it's like at the very fucking least, okay? Because everybody doesn't have that ear to understand a hit like I do. Because you have to have an ear to understand what a hit sounds like, okay? Maybe not so much in today's world because of virality and numbers and all that, but you understand what I'm saying. But my point is that there was no engineers on the making of any of her music that said this is a little offbeat. And then at the very least, even if you don't say that it's offbeat, you don't know how to engineer and do your job and engineer and go in and manually manipulate the time and speed. And come on, baby, I'm working on a new song right now and I recognize, ooh, my flow and all of that is great and I delivered it great, but ooh, I'm a little off by milliseconds. I can hear that shit because again, I'm classically trained. I have an ear. I can hear that shit, right? And so I didn't want to leave it in the hands of my engineer to scam me like he been doing all of y'all, okay? So I went in and fixed the timestamps and all of that myself. But when it comes to Sexyy Red's music, like I said, I feel like she has that whole hood rapper package that could work. And it's clearly working without me even giving a goddamn damn or saying anything. But I personally feel like her rapping is completely offbeat and it throws me the fuck off. It throws me the fuck off and I cannot listen to that shit for too long. I can't. But y'all gonna stop shading Ice Spice and Saweetie and upping and bigging up a Pound Town. Y'all not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna do that. The same outrage that y'all be having when motherfuckers be treating dark-skinned women like shit, had that same outrage when y'all started treating light-skinned women like shit. Motherfuckers ain't gonna like what I just said right there, but I said it. Have that same outrage, okay? This is why I'm a humanitarian first, and I say treat everybody with fucking respect, because I see the way that y'all go about doing certain shit. Y'all treat certain people that y'all can benefit from, and ooh, we can make a movement out of this, and then they give, like, you feel like it gives you the right to treat other people like shit. No, stop that, because it does not make sense. It does not make sense. Like, there's threads upon threads about Saweetie shouldn't be a rapper, Ice Spice shouldn't be a rapper, but then yet y'all turn around and y'all glorify shit like this. Make it fucking make sense, because I'm sorry. For me, objectively looking and viewing y'all do this shit, to me, it looks like, oh, you just don't like them because they're light-skinned and they got on. How are you any better than anybody that is sitting there attacking somebody that is dark-skinned? I see the same shit. It's just not called out because people aren't dark-skinned or people are, you understand what I'm saying? Even if you don't, that's still a deeper conversation. Maybe I shouldn't even brought it up here, but it still fucking applies. It still applies, because now we have this situation of her going to a high school. Even if she went there before Pound Town was released, come on now. Like I said, I listened to the mixtape. We understand what Sexyy Red is bringing to the table. Why is she booked at a fucking high school? Why? My first issue is with the high school that booked her or whoever booked her, right? Because Sexyy Red gonna take the bag, but then at the same time, aren't y'all like pushing for celebrities and these musicians to be role models and this, that, and the third? Like, Shouldn't it be on her shoulders to be like, nah, I don't think what I'm singing about is a little inappropriate. Like, where's the conscience? Is everything truly about a fucking bag? I get, okay, yeah, I appeal to the TikTok generation. I get that being, under 18, and when we was in high school, hell, we was fucking. Okay, listen, I lost my virginity at 12. I understand that when you're younger, you do things that you maybe not supposed to do or legally do. I get all of that. But there still needs to be some sort of structure, some sort of curriculum, some sort of something, code and ethics, principles, values, morals. The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Now we in high school booking rappers to come sing about getting fucked? And again, even if this was before Pound Town, I don't give a fuck what she was there to perform. We know what she is about. We know what she's about. We know that she went viral a couple of years ago about what making my way downtown, in fast. She did a whole remix to that. And we know what that was about. And clearly she's showing you what the fuck she's about as she walks into the goddamn gym, middle fingers up, and throwing up gang signs. It's a race to the fucking bottom. It's truly a race to the fucking bottom. It really is. And then y'all will get mad. Y'all will get mad. Y'all be so mad when other motherfuckers start making it seem like all black people are like this. No, this is ratchets. This is urbans. This is hood motherfuckers. Because that's what y'all glorify. That's what y'all push up. So when the news and the media outlets and all of this, that, and the third start thinking that 100% of black people are like this, take a look at what y'all are reflecting and projecting out into the world. And I'm not here to say that I'm holier than thou and this, that, and the third. Baby, listen, I got famous on YouTube for telling sex stories. Come on now, okay? Half of my favorite songs that I've written and put out are about sex, okay? Sex appeal. Like, my titties are out right now. Like, I'm not saying that I'm better than, but guess what, baby? I'm 30. I'm not 16. And even when I was 16, yes, I was doing half of these goddamn things, but wasn't no teacher, wasn't no principal, wasn't no staff member of a fucking high school seeing that and expounding upon that. So I'm sorry, Sexyy Red, you should have had an obligation to yourself, some sort of morals or ethics about yourself to be like, I don't think this is appropriate for a school. The school staff should have known fucking better. The DJ should have known fucking better. Like, I don't care if this is the music that the kids are listening to. There's still a way to make it appropriate. You can't tell me that kids ain't listening to Beyonce. I'm sure they were seeing that they listen to Renaissance. Not saying that you could book a Beyonce. Okay? Not saying you can have a book of Beyonce. But my point is that we're not going to make it look like, oh, this is what the kids is listening to. So why not? Okay, just because we know that the kids is selling and fucking and doing all of this, that, and the third, don't mean that you make it easier for them. Yeah, I lost my virginity at 12, but I wasn't going to middle school with teachers passing out condoms. Okay? No, it's something. It's weird. It's weird, bro. It's weird. It's just inappropriate. And I feel like I've already spent too much time on this subject. Like, it's inappropriate. And if I have to prove to you why it's inappropriate or over explain why it's inappropriate, then bitch, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. And that's the bigger part of the reason why I wanted to do this video, because there's a zero lack of accountability when it comes to the Black community. Zero lack of accountability, zero couth. Okay. And then it's like y'all project all of this shit and push all of certain stereotypes to the front, but then get mad when the rest of the world, like I say it all the fucking time. I wasn't raised where Becky was raised, so I don't know Becky's experience growing up. Even if our experiences are completely different, and she was a kid whose father was rich and was never home, and I was a latchkey kid. Again, I don't know Becky's experience, and Becky doesn't know mine. But what y'all dumbass retards keep failing to fucking understand is that we are not in control of the media. Hell, not even the Black media, because the Black media will project your own trauma back to you. They do it every day, and y'all fall for it. But we are not in control of the media. The people that are in control of the media are nothing like us and don't understand, right? Don't understand, have no idea the experience. All we know is what you put out there, what you glorify, what you push to the front. And so when what's making the news headlines and the gossip headlines is, oh, rapper who raps about booty hole being brown and coochie being pink is now at a high school event. Oh, that must be how y'all are. Child, I said this a race to the bottom. We already did. We already did. We already did. Let me go ahead and bring that back up because let's go to the comments. I want to see what other people are saying. I want to see what other people are saying. Okay, because y'all, before y'all get into the comments and try to attack me, because listen, because I've been seeing Funky Dineva talk about shit like this recently. The music today sucks ass, and that is a whole Chi-Chi's commentary, a whole video by itself. The music today sucks ass. And no, it's not the same thing as us being younger and then parents just don't understand. No, the music is literally ass. The music is literally ass because it's no longer about talent, it's about money. During the days of the Whitneys, the Beyoncés, the Mariahs, this, that, and the third, it took everything in your power for you to become a superstar, right? Because if you became a musician, we would launch you to becoming a superstar. We didn't know shit about you, this, that, and the third. It wasn't hard to sell a million, like, it was completely different. The second that streaming came around, and then especially soon as, and I love Cardi, but the second that y'all allowed Cardi into the industry, and then it became more about, well, even if she's not the best rapper, we love her personality, y'all lowered the bar. And so now it's just like, okay, you cute, you got big boobs, you got a big ass, you got something provocative about you. Okay, cool. Hand you a microphone, and now here's a record deal, and now you're famous. Just post a couple of TikToks, and now you're famous. The bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. It's in hell. It's in fucking hell. Okay? But let's go ahead and go back to these comments. Because I want to see what the hell other people are saying. The principal that approved this shit. Like, no shade. No shade. That is some Ava type shit. So nobody going to ask why the first thing she do when she walk in is flip off a bunch of children. Listen. What was that sound? I just heard a sound. The hell I'm hearing shit. I just heard a sound. Okay. Somebody said an icon. Is this Hazelwood Central? I know that quote from anywhere. Yeah, it's a no, leave schools out. Maybe college, but like to enroll. I don't know, just trying to help. Yeah, college. Okay, college, yes. Because we already know that once you get to college, you're going to be fucking. Anytime you hear somebody talk about how their college experience was, they're always alluding to partying, drinking, and fucking, which is all the same shit. So we expect you to be on that type of time in college. Cool. Hell, I would be even more okay if it was like senior day and nothing but seniors. Because it's like, okay, what the fuck is the 3 months of summer between you being a freshman in college? Like, you about to do this shit anyway. Like, I could be okay with that. We got motherfuckers that just got out of middle school. Again, I lost my virginity at 12. Still. I thought it was summer break. You lit though. Principal needs to be fired. I was thinking the same. Why would they allow my coochie picking booty hole brown middle school? Like, come on. Them entering the school with middle fingers and gang signs. Exactly. Our kids deserve better than that. That was a middle school. I thought that was a high school, by the way it looked. This is a high school, y'all, and she went to give away stuff like bundles and money for their prom. She ain't performed nothing. Who cares what the fuck she gave away? See, this is what I'm talking about. And I'm allowed a minute about this Wi-Fi, get it the fuck together, because I'm not understanding why. Okay, come on, let's get it together. Let's raise that strength, Wi-Fi. There we go. Okay, because I'll be damned if I'm buffering what the fuck I'm about to say. Okay. Fuck the dollars, fuck the bundles, fuck the exposure, fuck all of that. Again, y'all still don't understand. Y'all don't get it. You don't get it. You present yourself a certain way, then get mad when the rest of the world is looking at us like how we present it. We are not in control of the media that displays what we represented, but guess what we are in control of? What we represent, what we uplift, what the fuck we put out there. But it's the fact that all of this shit is being made mainstream. Like, even because it's a whole separate other topic that I didn't do, that I didn't even think to do. But this is the same shit. Sexyy Red showing up to the high school is the same exact behavior model. It's the same exact whatever as India Ari being mad that Megan Thee Stallion was booked and Janelle Monáe was on that Essence Fest stage showing her titties. It's a time and a motherfucking place. But see, when it's a race to the bottom, y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that. No, it's a time and it's a motherfucking place. Right people, wrong demographic. Wrong demographic. You shouldn't be singing about nipples, showing pussy, singing about pussy to these groups of people. It's just like wrong time and place. Wrong time and fucking place. Wrong time and fucking place. And then motherfuckers, like, even with the Essence shit, was like, oh, well, they know who they booked and this, that, and the third. And yeah, there is some responsibility there, but you would think that a person who is booked would have enough sense to say, oh, let me do one of my cleaner songs, or maybe not show up at all, but let me do one of my cleaner songs. Let me do a clean version of a song. Let me, like, something. But how do you get a clean version of Sexyy Red? Like, Sexyy Red is literally the definition of explicit. Literally. It is in the middle school, first off. She didn't perform second. Third was before Pound Town. Fourth, her pupils work at the school. And fifth, it was in St. Louis, our hometown. It was a high school homecoming pep rally. We had multiple. That's the problem right there. Okay, so blame the fucking city. Blame the whole goddamn city now. Because I'm not even going to argue it. I blame the whole city now. Because it's like you thought you ate with that point. You thought you ate with that point, but you didn't. You didn't. You just let us know the problem is bigger than just, okay. Y'all can stay at the bottom. Y'all can say that. This is why I be worried about what I worry about. And anytime y'all get riled up, because it happens like at least 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, where y'all let these blogs and media outlets and they rile y'all up. But it's like, look at what you continue to support and endorse and put out. How do you expect people that are speaking on you, that don't know your experience, to accurately portray your experience if they're just going off the data you put out? Okay? Because when we start talking about all this spiritual shit and flat earth and this, that, and the third, that's when motherfuckers, y'all love to be educated then and be like, oh, well, the data shows and science says. Okay, well, the data and the science shows that y'all like hood rat shit, which is okay. But that's what y'all put to the forefront and saying that this is what Black culture is. This is what Black culture represents. This is who we are. So when motherfuckers that don't know you come in and are doing a story on you, oh, baby, we going to go to what is, and it adds to our case that y'all problematic too. And that y'all be killing each other. Like, okay, maybe I'm speaking too deep. Because this was just a pep rally with St. Louis artists. 6th of all. Let me know what y'all thought down in the comment box below, as if I give a fuck. And make sure that you stream my music as if you give a fuck. And I'll see you in the next one. If I didn't say it, it wasn't said. But Chad, with this video, it was probably implied. Bye-bye. I love you on HG.
I'm tryna fuck now, so baby, let's dance. Fuck up my baby right here.